Citizen Guardian. Our fish is in man's life. My Aussie garden and kitchen. Garden State Gardener. Ginger Ninja. Rayman Prepping. Buttercup. Viper. 5942. Mama Bear Prepping. Gardener Josh. The Big Blue House Homestead. Prep for it. Sandra Movie. Rocky Mountain High. Recyclable Homestead. Ramblin' Rose Homestead. CB. Hedgehog Homestead and Warren Lewis. In the house. Stew Kitchen and Beyond. Skinner Farms. Yosie. Big Chap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Wide Family Farm. How's everybody doing today? Couldn't hear myself, so I didn't know what was going on. Hello, and welcome to Accountability. I have a couple of announcements to make, and they're going to be good. So, hope you're ready. The first announcement is I reorganized all of my playlists on YouTube. So, they should be all organized and ready for anybody to watch if they choose to watch. So we are super excited about that. I have a couple of announcements to make. One is we're doing a giveaway week, and I decided to give back to the community that I love so much, and we're doing a giveaway. I will do a giveaway for every time I'm live. I'll do one giveaway, and then I will also have the private chat, members only chat that week as well. So I'll have that set up. I am also gonna do several things that week. One is Pooptionary, right? Since we are all about poop here. So we're gonna do Pooptionary, I think Sunday night that week. And then I'm going to do Media Monday with Mama Bear Prepping. So Mama Bear Prepping is going to be on the show, and we're going to have tons of fun that week, just that week in general. And she is so excited about doing it because she's going to be retired here soon. And so that is just going to be her week to let loose. So she's super excited about that. And then, yeah, this is also a bittersweet moment because this is the end of accountability. Yes, I am ending the accountability show. However, I am replacing it. And so you won't be getting rid of me completely. I am going to start a new launch with my dearest friend, the Rebel Canner. And me and Tammy are going to be teaching people how to can live every Friday. So every Friday at noon, instead of accountability, we're going to be canning. And the show is going to be called the Blue Ribbon Canners, or the Blue Ribbon Canners. Yeah. And we are going to be starting that next Friday. So it's going to be something new for us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, Tammy is one of the best canners out there. So she really knows her stuff. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I love to can, and I do have a lot of know-how, but she knows a lot more than me. So it's not only going to be fun, but it's going to be educational for myself as well. So every Friday, me and Tammy are going to go at it, and we're going to have, different things for the show, and we're going to learn how to can. Yeah, you can do that today, Yosie. So I'm going to share the link here before too long. Hey, Bob. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Uncle Al. It's good to see y'all. But yeah, so that's what's going on. It's been crazy. It's been crazy here around the farm, washing eggs for customers and all different kinds of stuff going on. It's been nuts. So with that being said, I'm not going to end accountability altogether. I might still throw in a few videos here and there, because I still need to lose weight, and that's still really important. And it's important to other people as well to stay active. So I'm still going to be doing that. However, it's just not going to be on a live format. It might be like videos here and there. And are you guys ready? Did you guys see the new Poop Truth video that I put out? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the link for anybody that wants to come up and hang out with me. That'd be awesome. And yeah, a lot of prayers go out today for Viper. He is finding out today the news like on his house and all of that, hopefully. And so he is like a bundle of nerves. So if we could, shout out Viper, and, give him some support there, that would be great. Here is the link. And let's see. Oh, yep. The link is in the link. So y'all are welcome to come up and hang out. And that's cool. And we'll see you in a few minutes. I got 11 people in here. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. Make sure you do the thumbs up or the whatever you prefer. But yeah, I had to have a Diet Coke this morning. I couldn't handle it. I have a slight addiction. That's bad. Oh, Yosi is here. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
How are things going?
Like my new car?
Yeah.
Too high, no?
What?
The camera is too high?
No, it's fine. I can see you. I can hear you. It's all good.
My kitchen is a mess. Sorry about that.
That's okay. You're a chef. That's what you do. You make messes.
Yeah. My teacher that I was in a cook school, and my chef told me, you make a mess and you need to pay someone to clean it up.
Yep.
Your job is not to clean, it's to make a mess.
I understand that.
I want to ask you if I can talk about my experience with the vaccine. I have a story to tell about it.
Okay.
So now in Israel, they're starting to give the people the third vaccine. 50 and above, you can do the third vaccine. When I do the first one, because you need to do the first, and after that, a few weeks, a month, you need to do the second. When I take the first vaccine, I was down for more than a week, because a week straight, I was sleep, eat, I can do nothing. I was down. when I took the second vaccine, I was done more than 2 weeks. And now, when they ask me to do the third, I don't want to do that because maybe I'm gonna get down for more than a month, and I cannot afford to do that. I cannot afford to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks every time, and that's a lot for anybody. Hey, Bob.
It's more than 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Bob.
more for each vaccination. Yeah. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. What kind of reaction did you
That whole
have?
thing is a mess.
Were you
It's a
allergic?
big mess.
Were you allergic, or you just weren't feeling good?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's like a flu, but it's a very bad flu.
Yeah, they say that can happen with the flu shot too, that you can get flu symptoms. I've never have. I've always gotten the flu shot, and mainly because I felt bad because if I were to give the flu to my son, and my son's so small, I would feel horrible about that. So out of guilt, I would always get the flu shot, and I would have my son get the flu shot as well.
That's the reason I take the flu, because my father is 76 years old.
Yeah. So yeah, if you were to give him the flu, you'd feel horrible about it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I felt a little sick for a few days. I've had 2 jabs, so it was a whole family, But you just suck it up and keep on marching, keep going,
Usually I'm doing that, but when I get the vaccine, I was so tired and with high fever, and I can barely breathe. I can do nothing for more than a week. That's what.
Yeah. It affects all inoculations affect people differently. Well, I was in the military, in the U.S. military, and I had how many? I can't even remember how many. Yeah. I was in a rapid deployment wing in the Air Force, so I had to be inoculated for diseases in Central America, Southern Africa, wherever, and I knew what to expect. You just suck it up.
It is when you enter the military, they give you a cocktail that 8 or 9 type of vaccines.
Yeah, right away. And then where I was assigned, we also had to have booster shots, and then we had to get additional.
Yeah. You just just keep up on your vitamins and drink a lot of water, and you're
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Corky, I gotta ask you, why are you so focused on losing weight? Because I don't understand it.
Because I'm fat?
No, I'm not being malicious or anything, but
I'm fat too, and I don't care about it.
Don't think too much about what other people think of you. I think you're perfect just the way you are, and I'm not hitting on it. You're jovial, you're active, and just let happen what happens. I think you're just right.
Oh, thanks, Bob. That's
You're welcome.
Nice.
If I can tell the truth, for me, skinny women are ugly. For me, for my personal, I don't like it. And in Israel, you see sometimes very, very skinny, like you see the bone, and eat something.
That's so great.
Well, no, but I really, pardon me for interrupting, but I really like your personality, Corky.
Aw, thanks, Bob.
You just, as far as I'm concerned, in my eyes, you're perfect just the way you are. So don't worry about it too much.
Oh, well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. You're welcome. It's mainly for my own health because I don't want to get diabetes. But other than that, like my husband thinks I'm perfect the way I am as well, and he encourages me. But it's just mainly for my own health. I don't want to
Listen,
get diabetes.
diabetes,
I understand.
diabetes does nothing to do with weight. I know several
Yeah.
people have diabetes and they're skinny. They're
Yeah.
not eat sugar, never eat sugar. That's nothing to do with it.
My
It's
husband,
the genetics.
yeah, my husband's been telling me that too. He's like, it's a lot to do with your well, see, I
Genetic.
was I was adopted, so I don't know all of my history or anything like that. So I
get
very
you.
well could get diabetes. I could lose like 100 pounds to, next year and still get diabetes because I don't know my family history,
Yeah.
So that is true. That is true. So,
Well, you know, with medication, and now since I'm diabetic, it's in my family. You see, that's my pen right there. I've been on medication for a few years, and now after I was diagnosed, then I started controlling my diet more, and that's it. It is genetic, because my grandmother, on and on. It's just deal with it.
yeah.
But I can understand how you're feeling.
I have a friend, it's diabetic type 3, and he has some machine in his arm. When the
Oh,
machine sensor is got a lower sugar, he pump it to insulin.
Oh, wow.
my neighbor has that. My neighbor has that.
Yeah, that's
The medical is so advanced. I want to talk about the military, because one thing I jealous about the military in the US, the military guys have respect in the US. And Israel, because is in the law that you got out of school, you have 18, you enter the military, they don't ask you. It's about law. Because Israel is so small, you cannot afford it, that not everyone go to the military. There is some exceptions. They cannot go if you only child, if you is your only parent, one parent, and things like that. And no one respect the military. The some do. The right respect the military, but the the mostly don't respect the military. But in the States, if you tell you been in the military 1 year, 2 years, it's not a matter, they give you respect. And I very admired it. Very
That's
jealous.
true. That's true to an extent. But I served in the military before the Gulf War, and I was told by several civilians that we don't need you. We don't want you. Yeah. That's why when people now say thank you for your service, I kind of like, where were you 30 years ago?
yeah.
Do you understand?
Because about that war, the majority of the U.S. citizens think that war was bullshit. That United States don't need to interfere in the war,
Yeah.
like Vietnam, and that's the reason. I think.
There's
You can tell me
a
more.
couple people out there I want to shout out. For one, I want to pray for Hedgehog. Hedgehog, their family has the Delta variant, and she is going through a really hard time right now. Her mom and her sister have it. So, prayers out to Hedgehog. She is a Poop Troop member, And if we can just pray for her and her family, that would be great, and we're thinking about you always. We love you, Laura. Thank you for being a Poop Troop member and actually even being here. Like, with all the stuff you got going on in your life, you find it necessary to be in my chat, so I appreciate you and thank you for being here. And Gardner Josh, pray for his wife. He's got a lot of things going on in his life right now, so pray for him. And just happy thoughts for these people, and
good prayers. Yeah, good prayers.
Yeah. And we love you guys, so thank you for being here and hanging out with us, and it means something. Oh my gosh, look at this nutcase that's gonna join us here.
Who's this? Who's coming up here?
Hey girl.
Oh my.
Hey Dave, thanks for coming in.
I'm serving her with a restraining order because she broke out of the basement.
Never was in your basement. You got me confused with somebody else. Sorry.
With Q.
Too smart for that. Q warned me.
She warned you? Yeah. Darn it. These women talk. It's not fair.
Got out some notes. Oh my gosh. The hair this morning is its own beast. It's like doing, I don't know what. It's trying to eat me alive. Oh, morning hair. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, actually.
Ponytail about it, like the small dogs.
I should put a ponytail in front like that? Yes? Okay. Wait, like this? Is that...
And the Pekingese, the Pekingese.
Hey, Bob, I want to let you know
broke up there
that I was all like my dad was in the service, and he was in Korea. And he we were always taught to respect people of the service. So I really appreciate that, and we thank you for your service, because without people like you, who knows where we would be.
You'd be in somebody's basement.
Right, or tied up somewhere.
So
yeah,
I thank you for that. And when I see veterans and I'm out somewhere, I will buy them a cup of coffee or something like that. I'm just that kind of person, and it's not I'm not being like,
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of the person I am. So I do genuinely thank you for your service.
Yeah, I should state that not the majority of the civilian population in the 80s were like that. It was just very infrequent, but it did happen.
The Jane Fondas of the day.
Yes, exactly. Kira.
Yeah, Jane Fonda last year was supposed to speak at this college that's near me. And people were livid.
Yeah.
They were livid. They actually, there's a bike club group here. I'm joking around when I say biker gang, because they're not a biker gang. They're like the Rolling Thunder. They're like they're a military group, and there was like 40,000 of them that were going to get together and drive past the college when she was going to speak. Because they were that mad.
That's awesome.
But unfortunately due to all the circumstances, she never came, because that's when everything hit really hard, and you couldn't be in public and and stuff like that. But
yeah, that would have been some news story.
Yeah.
Like, she showed up, but she could not be heard due to the 40,000 bikers that were driving around the university.
Yeah, there. My husband just said it all.
Right? Agree. And
thank you.
And my dad served, so I
Jane Fonda,
You like that comment there, Bob? I know.
Yeah, I do.
What a piece of work she is. So
I remember that was the topic of beer drinking sessions in the barracks with the guys and the gals about Jane Fonda. She was,
what you guys would do to her if you met her in the street.
Like that. Yeah, like that. Oh, send her back to North Vietnam where she belongs.
Yeah, there you
go. That was when she did that. That basically stifled her career. Really, it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the anti-aircraft gun she sat on to get that photo shoot. Guess what that's used against? It's against Air Force guys like us, like me. You know, it's like, don't think I'm going to vote for you. I'm not going to buy you a beer.
Hey, Billy, the best life. What's up?
Yeah, she wasn't popular with any military, Billy. So
Uncle Al, we love you. If you want to come up, you can. I understand if you're not feeling good or something, but
oh my
you
gosh,
can come up if you want.
I had like the chills this morning. Yesterday, I was like running around the house trying to get stuff done, and I dropped my air conditioning and forgot that I dropped it. So this morning, my body couldn't regulate, and I'm like all in my covers. This is 2 shirts I have on, and I'm still regulating. Like my body's still trying to get its temperature right. But of course, my kid's like, it's time to wake up. I have a poop diaper.
When it's cold, here,
poop calls.
And if I get really chilled, like if I get really cold, I have a really hard time getting
regulating
back, to normal.
So then, have you had your thyroid, like the full panel done?
Well, no, I've had my thyroid checked, but every time they tell me there's nothing wrong.
I hate that. I know. I wish there was better tests, because it's like if you fall within the average. Then Josh is backstage, he said.
Oh, sorry.
A while ago.
Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Josh.
Hey, here I am. I thought Phantom Land was bad.
Brother, we met.
Sorry. Usually it announces when somebody's there, but it never did. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Yossi. Dishes.
Morning.
Good afternoon. 12:24.
Not yet.
Where I am. For me, it's afternoon. Yeah, you're Okie, Mr. Okie.
Yep.
East Coaster here. It's already afternoon. In fact, I gotta look.
It's evening for me.
It's evening for you, Yossi. Oh, and by the way, Yossi, I'm sorry for the reactions you have. I can't take it. I'm on an the medication I'm on. They originally said we can't take it. I'm sure they'll probably try to make me take it now, because they want everybody to have that thing, the shot.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't take it because I'm on an let me go into not being able to say it, anti-epileptic medication for my pain, for because I have neurological pain. Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be more than just you.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's certain recommendations with people that have that medication that they're on, and also certain young people with heart conditions like Viper probably should not take it because he's young and he's
already had the jab twice.
Did he really do it? Wow.
Yeah, he had to, because what happened was that he wants to go to Tennessee, and he didn't want anything stopping him from being able to fly.
I get it.
Him and his wife did it, so that he could, in case they move or something, they can fly. So,
oh my gosh, I didn't know.
That's
and they're thinking about banning interstate travel unless you have it. So I mean, it's gonna get hectic
for all of us. Yeah, it's coming for all of
that's
us.
that's one of the reasons why we did it right away. My whole family.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. is in healthcare, and she knows the ins and outs about it. And we have family in Europe and in Asia. So, let's just get this obstacle out of the way so we can go see them anytime we need to.
Yeah. The sad thing is even though your missus knows it, a lot of the doctors don't, and the nurses don't.
Yeah.
What's in that stuff and what it's going to do to their patients. It's just they're told to do it, and they do it. It's very textbook.
I had a long talk with my wife's internal medicine doctor about it, and he said the best thing I could do is just trust the CDC's website. So I ripped my mask off, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Trusting the CDC's website."
Because they change all the time anyway.
Right. I'm like, you didn't say at what point in time to trust them, because I've said everything. I should be able to just do whatever I want now.
Yeah.
So.
And the CDC has investments in those vaccines too. They are part of the whole investment.
I do.
Portion.
Hey, I have shares. I have shares in it.
Yeah.
I'm freely admit it, man. I'm a freaking capitalist.
Bob, until the last minute.
You bet I will.
Why not?
I have shares in I'm a diabetic, and I have shares in diabetic medication.
Yeah.
And other life-saving medications. I'm a freaking capitalist, man.
Look at this Friday afternoon. We got a free freaking a whole panel here of wonderful people. Look at this.
I need to come up more often, and so I was like, I'm just going to do it,
Yeah.
and I did
you
it,
should,
and I'm
Josh.
here.
Well, going back
My
to the
wife,
weight,
my
like
wife
you
is
were
probably going to
saying.
get it.
Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, my wife is probably going to get it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know she's
Oh,
scared
she's
to
probably
death.
gonna have to get the shot.
I'm with
I'm scared
whatchamacallit.
for
It's
her.
scary.
Oh my god.
It is. I'm with Carol, and I just
Mhm.
God, this morning too early, I buried another
Stupid
person.
thing.
Not figuratively. I went to the cemetery. We have a cemetery this morning. I forgot what time. 7:30. We put the lady in the ground. She died last week. Healthy single mother, got the jab, dropped dead.
Yeah.
I did a video on this. Okay, between the variants and the jabs, it depends what kind of jab you get. I tell people get
Yeah.
the Pfizer. Do not get the rest of them because each of them has a weird section, except for the Chinese one. You just drink a Diet Pepsi. It's about the same strength because
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah,
in China wants to get shot with that because it's garbage. You can drink a Diet Pepsi, have the same effects. Me, I cannot take.
Here's where I'm at though, and this is the only reason. If the government decides to say we're going to limit, because they've already talking about limiting what the government does, and she has government insurance because of her disabilities.
Yeah.
They could literally cut her insurance off, and she can't get dialysis. What is she going to do?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
how much of this hill is someone willing to die on? You know?
She's
Yeah,
stuck in
they've got-
two decisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Josh. That hurts my heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Makes me
a
angry,
different
too.
mentality than many other people. My life and the way I try to live is come what may.
Yeah.
It's not my choice. You know, I mean, it's my choice to take jab, and I did long time ago.
A lot of
And it's
Christians,
like,
though, too, with the way
come what
they're
may.
forcing it, and they're saying you're not going to be able to basically move here or there, go into grocery stores where food is, you know, that to them, that's why they're saying like this is starting to sound like the mark of the beast.
Yeah, I understand.
Very much so. Or it's wait, Uncle Al, or it's preparing us for it because they're marking the vials and the vials, and they're
just be careful with what you guys say. Okay.
Yeah, they're tracking who's getting
careful.
it. They're basically you're going into a database with your information. They wouldn't even like test one guy without him filling out the paperwork and signing. And it was like there's just too much tracking, too easy right now with the technology that we have.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. Like it just has to be on the vial. They just have to assign a vial to you. And
if
they do have something in that, if they have something in that shot, they
had something.
Well,
what the most frustrated for me about the whole situation in Israel was in the point there is nothing. There was all fine. We go without mask. Everything was open. Then they opened the sky, and then without the 40 days of waiting when you come back or when you go. And that started all up. And now we was when it was before that. It's so mind-boggling.
Yeah, that is mind-boggling. I think it's same thing with here too. They're doing stuff that to the average person, it's like this doesn't make sense. You go flip-floppy.
You know what really angers me? Okay, is that germs still exist.
Yeah.
Right. So when over the summer, right? When you go into a Walmart, they lifted the mask mandate, so you don't have to wear a mask in a Walmart unless you have, unless you don't have the vaccine or something, right? So you go into Walmart and you don't have anybody spraying down the carts anymore. You don't have anybody wiping the carts down here. And I'm thinking, germs still exist, man. Like you should have been wiping down these carts way before all this crap.
I agree. All the mommies know that they usually bring their
I carry disinfectant wipes in my purse.
Me too.
Like, are you for real?
I was so happy when somebody else was doing it, but I still did it myself too.
I gotta tell this, everybody, because I'm like Bob. I have diabetes. I have a heart condition. I have one lung. My body's internal organs been stomped on by a Holstein bull, so I'm not in the best of shape, folks. 2008, before I got stomped, They gave me a pneumonia shot and a flu shot different times, and I didn't feel good after the pneumonia shot, and I dropped like a rock at the hospital, and I was out for 3 days in a coma. After that, they said, "Oh, you're hypophlactic." I was so mad because I had to wear a catheter for a week.
You mean you're
After
anaphylactic?
Uncle out here, let's try and change the subject.
Yeah,
because I don't want to get in trouble.
That. I don't want to get Corky banned off. Or,
yeah, because I like talking to you guys. So
I like Corky. I don't want to see her get kicked off the tube.
Me either.
Sorry about that. I get a
Let's
little.
talk.
You're fine, Uncle Al. I get it.
Let's talk about inflatable girlfriends.
Let's talk about F-Man.
Nah, that's way too early, and also they're dapping people with that one because I had a friend of mine who talked about an inflatable as a joke, and they stripped all his hours and they stripped all his videos off his channel. He only had
Wow.
so we can't talk about inflatable girlfriends.
No,
Okay,
come
let's
on.
just talk about the Tijuana donkey shows. How about that?
There you go. Hey, let's go to Tijuana. I'll buy the first round of beer. You guys. I've heard about that all my life, but I have
Thought they banned it
never.
right away.
I've heard about guys who were stationed down in San Diego in the Navy and the Marine Corps. You know, they went across the border just to see that. I'm like, you really took the.
They're 29 pounds, so I know what they're talking about. Let's talk about
my
using
God,
women.
fishes.
Yeah.
What? What are you doing, fishes? What are you doing, fishes? Let's monitor the fishes. Wow,
Thank you.
fishes.
Thank you so much. Seriously, guys.
Okay.
You guys are the best.
I won't put her in the basement. She's donating, so I won't put her in the basement.
Like I said, folks,
Bob, if you put fish in the basement, I'm gonna go there and slap your silly.
I hope you have long arms.
One
You
that
can
really wants to go to Bob's basement. What the hell?
Israeli soldier on my side. All right.
I'm so interested in what's down there now. I'm like, I
You
just
know
want to
what-
see it.
You know what's really sad is Bob lures you to his basement with popsicles. So like me being fat, I would be like, "Ooh, popsicle."
just a moment.
Damn.
Mine would be
If you get one of those Magnum Haagen-Dazs, I'm there.
Is that a creamsicle?
Yeah.
Mm. I like the, what do you call it? The red, white, and blue ones. I even said that on somebody. The Astro.
The bomb
Astro
pops?
pops, I think. The bomb pops. Yeah.
Bob just lured me in. The sad part is I could probably survive like a few weeks in Bob's basement without any food.
Bob Basement diet plan. There you go. Lord.
Oh,
Nothing
don't
like
forget
a hospital.
You can
I've been to a
survive.
hospital for a few months to lose some weight.
Yeah.
You can survive without food about a week, but without water, only 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
3
two,
days.
yeah.
No
Yeah,
worries,
two
I
in
have a
your
ton of
case, 'cause
popsicles.
The desert. The desert. Hannah, will you check on my
80% water, 20% sugar.
Okay. Had to make sure he was being quiet. My son is like, where'd he go?
I love you, Q.
Oh my goodness. I have no ice cream. Yeah. We were on accountability. That's my biggest thing is ice cream. And now my son has
Mine too.
waffles.
Dude, mine's never been ice cream. I've always been a potato chip junkie, like always.
Yeah.
And then this summer hit, and
Mine
I'm
goes-
like, Dairy Queen cheesecake ice cream? Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, right.
what is wrong with me? Like,
that heat that just penetrates our cells that we're trying to get rid of.
it's
Plus,
insane.
it's so comforting.
Fishes,
Ice cream is
I have a
comfort
question about your son. You know what calmed him down? Because when I was a kid, what calms me down when I was
food.
crazy,
Not Jerkins, Bob.
food.
I'm not putting Jerkins on my son. That's Yossi's giving me some advice here. What helped you, Yossi? Go ahead, Bob's being
You're
thinker.
putting the jerkins in
it
the
was
basket.
food, ice cream,
Yeah.
lollipops.
Yeah, sugar does.
Good
There's been
Lord.
studies that
Yeah.
say that. Yeah. I just have to.
And
be
now,
careful.
Hey, Thorhaven.
Yeah.
the whole buzz about the sugar,
Mhm.
it's a myth.
Yeah.
Because the body can take the sugar and manage it. If you eat a lot of sugar, you don't gonna get buzzed like coffee or something like that.
Yeah. I
Understand?
get buzzed though off of
It's
sugar
a
because I'm
myth.
not used to it. It's not a total myth. It depends on your
No,
pancreas and
no,
what.
not
Yeah. It
total
depends.
myth. I
Yeah.
think saying that the body can manage it. It's not like if you eat a cup of sugar, all the cup of sugar enter your body. It's not like this. The body uses it as it needs to.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it does, and some it depends on your body. You see, like
Yeah, of course.
yeah, like what Sarah, my husband brought home real jam from his uncle, and we use Polaner, which is not. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. It's like a jam that's made with just fruit juice concentrates. I
Oh,
told
don't, Bob, don't.
I told, oh my gosh.
I was really worried there for a second.
I told Courtney that it got me high. Like my body was not used to. Bob, stop. Will you stop upstaging everyone with your jerkins?
Hold on. Show the basket again.
He was panning down with a bottle of lotion, and I was worried.
I know. Yeah. What's he going to show next? Talk about
Put the lotion in the basket.
Soothing aloe. Now I really want to be in the basement.
Oh, you guys are cracking me up. Yosi, have you seen the
Bob.
movie? Have you seen the movie Silence of the Lamb? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what that's in reference to. We laugh and joke about it quite a bit. So
that's like Bob's basement.
That's because
I
left it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it because
Car. I haven't seen you in a while. Tisket, basket. There's jerkins in the basket.
Hey, Karscar, it's good to see you. Tisket, a tasket. There's jerkins in the basket. Oh my
Put the lotion.
God!
Put the lotion in the basket.
Nice.
I love it. Thorhaven, we
The
love you.
basement
Thanks for
basket.
coming in. And yes, it is hotter than hell here. I mean, seriously. Like yesterday, I went outside because we were thinking about harvesting my butternut squash, but it's not ready yet, but we were looking at it. And it was so thick outside, like I could like it just got done storming. It was so thick I could barely breathe. I'm like, this is insane. This is like thick. Hot.
Yeah.
Like it was
That's how Florida
horrible.
gets with
So
him.
That's
Florida
why
gets
everybody
that way.
laughs at Uncle Alan when I keep saying active spirit condensers, and they all look at me like, what is Uncle Alan talking about? And I keep telling people you could solve half the world's water problems if you put an atmospheric condenser. We spent $26 million on this desalting plant near San Diego.
You mean like a big humidifier, Uncle Al?
Dehumidifier.
Yeah, dehumidifier to get the water out of the air.
Yep, and it does not affect the ocean. We have this big garbage piece in near San Diego. It's going to toxify our water. Remember how Viper says the water turns black? Okay, if you add that much salinity back into the ocean, guess what color the water is going to be in the ocean? And you'll see the seals and fish. Get out of LA. We're moving in. You screwed up the ocean. You go live out there.
Yeah, that's awful. It's a shame too, because actually in Mexico they have some gorgeous water. The further you go, like down and stuff, it's like the Caribbean. They have the blue waters.
Well, even Clearwater Beach in Florida used to have that, like this beautiful blue.
Yeah, we don't have blue waters around our state anymore.
In Mexico, they don't drink the water.
That's right.
They don't drink the water. They use it to drink cola and Pepsi and things like that. They making drink out of that. They don't drink pure water.
Do you mean like we are drinking those things instead of drinking water? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, in Mexico, they don't drink water at all.
Oh, yeah. In Mexico, yeah, you're not supposed to drink the water.
Yeah, no. You get Montezuma's revenge.
Well, no, it's the bad septic system in Mexico.
Yeah,
Basically, you'll get dysentery from the water, and you can
Dysentery.
poop yourself
Correct.
to death.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It makes you
Yeah.
poop.
True.
Luckily, tequila really cheap down
Montezuma's
there.
revenge.
The conversation always ends in poop, doesn't it?
I know.
Of course.
It always ends up that
Meant to
way.
be.
Yeah. But there's a lot of things. It gets hilarious after a while. I got to send out grieving notices. I have so much mail I got to mail out from the church. It's not even funny.
You can do it, Uncle Al.
Yeah, we lost a friend. What was it yesterday?
It's all fat.
He lives in the Philippines. He's an American like me, and him and his
Oh,
wife.
sorry.
Him and his wife retired there in Dumaguete City, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
He
sorry
had
to hear that.
it took a long time, but
See, now what do
Yeah.
we do? That's actually, what do you do if that happens where your wife is down there and you pass away? Do you guys have plans to bring you back here to the States, like your body? Like, how do Americans, like, that seems like that would be really expensive if you want to have like a regular burial and not a cremation.
for us, my wife and I, it's kind of like come what may.
Yeah.
We die over there, we'll inter or there or here. It doesn't
Yeah. Okay.
come kind of like come what may,
Yeah. I'm just
I
wondering,
took-
like, how much
know-
that would even cost to bring an American back to American soil.
yeah.
Oh,
and have a
that would be
burial.
expensive. Yeah. Plus all the paperwork between the two countries, and
Yeah.
for me, if I want to be all burned up, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Whether it's there or here, and if it's there, burn me up and do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Feed you to the
In other
fish.
words, throw Bob on the
Mhm.
charcoal grill, throw a lot of lighter fluid on him, and
Woof.
put some onion.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Sounds like a blast.
Jewish people
Sounds like
don't burn. It's against the religion.
Yes. Yep. I know that's go see my husband with being Christian too. He doesn't know if we should cremate or not because of being an offshoot of Judaism.
Mhm.
What is expected of us, because that's what the pagans used to do, was they would cremate their dead while the Jewish people
Yeah.
would not. And the Jewish people also had strict burial. Like, do they still require like no like extra piercings or tattoos?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
It's against,
You
against
can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery, Corey.
that kind of sucks.
even long hair, because in the Bible it says for Jews not to dress like a woman and not to have a
Yeah.
long hair like a woman.
Yeah, for men not to have the long hair. Yeah. So is it the same too for a woman not to cut their hair short?
For the women, they need to not show their hair like a Muslim,
Yeah.
but in a different way.
Hey, y'all, I have to go.
All right, Josh.
I have to go back to work.
Okay.
Peace, Josh.
Have a good day at work, Josh.
Bye,
I love
Josh.
y'all.
Leah.
Love you too. Bye.
Later, man.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Gardner Josh.
Okay,
Bye, Laura.
Joe. Good to
Oh,
see
it's
you.
Chatio. Chatio's in the Garden State Gardener just came in. Hello, Joe, and Chatio's in the house. Chatio.
Whoop. Garden State
Hello.
Gardener too has his sign up for Sunday night out already. So
Hey,
if you
Abby's in
love
the
that-
house. Abby.
Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Abby.
What's up, Abby? We love you.
I still feel hurt because Carol doesn't want to go in my basement. I feel hurt.
Bob, get over it. I don't do that stuff.
It's gotta be careful. You have children.
See, I have right here wisdom.
After Chatio
Oh,
has his hot sauce, he might go in your basement. Would that make you feel better?
Oh, God.
I know after Chatio spends a night on live with all of us, he might decide to just come on
I
over.
don't know. That's a dude, right?
Sorry, Chatio. I was just volunteering you to go to Bob's basement.
Bob, don't do no dudes, okay?
The poop
That's
trip
it.
has to make sacrifices, okay?
Now, with me and cremation, it's family tradition. We did that for.
I can come to the basement.
No, you
He's
cannot.
like, you got welcome.
No.
Yossi's like, I'll eat up.
Why? I can make you
No.
falafel and shakshuka. and
No,
hummus.
Yeah, Yossi
You-
will
Oh, he
cook for
wants
you.
to cook
no,
for you.
no. Then if you cook that well, if you cook that well, you're staying in the kitchen, not in the basement.
And
I mean,
then,
come on.
then the wife will get mad.
Yeah. Well,
Listen, make
Go
me outside kitchen and put it in the basement. That's it. Okay.
I'll put a kitchen in the basement.
Whoops,
How's that?
Abby. I just saw that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's
Oh,
funny.
Lord.
Oh, hey, Ben Janetta.
You know,
I
You
thought
would
that
walk
said
in,
something
Lord?
else. I thought it said bent genitalia or
Oh, gosh,
genetics or
genitals.
something. And I was like, who's this person? Because I was like, you know what I mean? I glanced at it. I'm
Oh,
so
no.
sorry.
I can
Hello?
see how you'd make that mistake.
Hello, Bent. What's up?
By Friday, we're bent. We're moms, so we're like spent.
It's okay, Abby. As everybody makes mistakes. I've done 2 videos in one day that were supposed to come out like later on in the week, and I accidentally posted them like 2 in one day. And I'm sure people are like, yeah,
Overachiever.
I've made mistakes.
Yeah. Double dipping. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
done
right.
double dipping a couple of times. Yeah.
I do triple, but
He
Well, I
does
can
triple
see it.
dipping.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am whatchamacallit, my family are Shinto Buddhists and pagans all the way back 2,000, 3,000 years. We have
Mhm.
crypts. We have one crypt in Japan. We have another one in Stockton. I
Mhm.
paid for that crypt for my family here. So we moved everybody out of the closets, jars and stuff. We put in traditional cedar boxes, and I got about 300 people in the one here. We got about 5,000 people in the one in Japan.
Wow.
And I'm not kidding. Crypts are not cheap, folks, for a whole family.
Oh, you've got like a, what do you call that?
My mom thought about getting one for all of us.
Time to fill
you
your
don't have a
pocket.
package deal.
What?
Bob needs coffee.
You don't have a package deal.
A package deal. Oh
No,
my
I
God.
did it out of my own pocket because I love my family.
Aw, you're so sweet, Uncle Al.
It was a package deal. It was
Yeah.
like buy one get 4 free.
Lord.
It was a BOGO.
It was a
So if you
BOGO.
buy a crypt, do they burn you
BOGO
for free?
crypt. You get this half free if you buy this half.
What?
There's something that you don't want to hear BOGOs for, and
No.
that is for cemeteries.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what the
God.
Also, my mom's going to be buried on top of my father. So, one grave.
That sounds like they had a very good sex
In
life.
in the
Laura.
Jewish, you cannot do that
I can't
because
say that.
they say. And the Jewish world, you cannot do that because they say if you bury one on top of one, the soul in the bottom they cannot go out.
Wow. They can't like make their way around? Like,
I
wow.
don't know.
He's like, I don't know.
Is that now wait, is
That's
that
just what
from
they say.
but is that from the Torah or is that from the later teachings of the different teachers? Yossi,
I think
do
it's
you
Old
know?
Testament. Old
Yeah.
Testament.
It's like the
Where in the Old Testament is it that you can't bury people like on top of each other?
I think
You
it's
know,
part of
Uncle Al?
Moses. It's part of Moses.
because they say
In Leviticus,
they
though,
say
that's
the
where all the laws are. I don't remember that one, but there's plenty of them. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Yossi.
that is the reason you need to come back after 11 months because in the first week
Mhm.
it's called the Shiva.
Yeah, sit in
And
Shiva.
in the first week, the body is with the family. They say the soul
Yeah,
is with the family.
I actually
And
love that.
then,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's sitting.
and then,
Explain
in,
Shiva. Yossi, tell them what Shiva is like, because some people don't know. I know from living in Florida with Jewish families, like part of it is you cover your mirrors.
yeah,
Tell them what you do for like sitting in Shiva.
you cover the mirrors, you cover the TV, you cover all the media of your phone, your tablet, all the.
And then what about food? Like food, people bring you
Um,
foods, right? Do they do
Yes,
that okay?
most of the people they do catering because
Mhm.
all the week is like a big celebration, but it's sad celebration.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, I get it.
remembrance, like a remembrance of that person, and
Yeah.
you're together as a family. I always love that.
And the family, they do, they cut the short
Their shirt. Okay.
and the short, because the cemetery is all about bad spirit. And after the week of the Shiva, you need to throw out everything you put on.
Okay. Okay.
When you go to the burial,
Mm-hmm.
everything you wear after a week, you need to throw it out. Your shoes,
that's different.
your pants, everything.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
That's
In
interesting.
case
I gotta go,
they
guys.
believe
Sorry
in. Okay.
about
Bye,
this.
Uncle
Oh,
Al.
it's okay.
No,
Bye,
that's
Later,
all right.
everyone.
folks.
We love
Later,
you.
young
Bye.
man.
Thank you.
Oh, another thing, stop making casseroles. I've been to too many funerals. I do not want to see another casserole in my life.
You want some
Okay.
barbecue chicken and a good side, huh?
Yeah, a good side and something
Pizza.
nice like a
I'll
chicken
make
dish.
some coleslaw, okay?
No
Pizza.
coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
I've been
Nothing with
eating enough
mayonnaise.
coleslaw
No
at funerals
mayonnaise.
to make me sick.
Oh.
They also give you some. Here, take some home. I don't need a Tupperware bowl of coleslaw. Potato
Especially
salad,
old
macaroni
coleslaw.
salad, chicken
Nothing
salad.
with mayonnaise that's old that's been sitting on a table.
I know.
That-
I had
He knows all
problems
about
with
it,
that.
Mr. Food Poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later, folks. I got to do
Bye.
church
Bye,
business.
Love 'em,
Uncle
bye.
Al.
Bye, Uncle Al.
Bless you.
But yeah, I totally respect I just respect the Jewish religion. I just respect it. I love it. I love everything about it. It's so interesting to me, and
I just learned something too.
I love it.
Oh, you didn't know about
I
sitting
love
Shiva?
I love
No.
a lot of different
That's what I thought.
religions.
And during the
I just-
week of the Shiva, you need to sit on the floor.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know that part. What do you do with your
Yeah.
elderly though who can't? How did you handle
And
your elderly in the family?
Usually, you put pillows and something like this if
Okay.
they cannot sit on the floor barely. But you need to sit on the floor barely because they say you need to be lower, much lower than you can.
Oh, okay.
Like in
Yeah,
the state of your heart,
being-
you're mourning,
Yeah.
so you're lower to the ground.
And you sleep much on the floor.
Wow. Wow. That what you were starting to say something else about the clothes. They get rid of it
Yeah.
because they're afraid what bad spirits will attach to that, or
Yeah.
is it a clan? Okay.
They say all the black spirit. Listen, the
The spirit of
Jewish
death.
people believe in white spirit and black spirit, black magic and white magic.
Okay.
White magic is good, black magic is bad.
Oh, hi, Jonah.
Everybody wave hi.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
You're so cool, dude.
He's excited. Hi, Jonah.
He wants to watch Daddy flying on TV. That's why we have those videos on our channel. It's for
Neat.
him because he loves flying.
I bet.
Laura,
sure
you're
your
so freaking
husband's-
awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure husband's excited too that once he gets it all down that he could probably take Jonah up, right?
Yeah.
You are
awesome.
awesome. You are courageous in ways that
Thank you.
most people could not be, and I so respect you, man. Like, you're so
No,
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being you.
Yeah, medical fostering and that kind of care is not easy.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
get much
amazing.
Don't get much sleep.
And
I mean,
speaking
let
of
me put him on TV.
about
What were you gonna say? You were gonna add something, Yos?
the burial, when you about to leave the cemetery, you need to wash your hands
Oh, okay.
because
Like
the
washing your hands of the death.
bad spirit enter from the tip of your hands.
Oh, that's
Tip of your
interesting.
finger.
Wow. I learned something from Mr. Yossi. Thank you today.
See, now
Thank
I
you,
think some
Yossi.
of this
Interesting.
stuff was added on through the different teachers that you had throughout the years.
And
That's
they
why I was
say
asking.
when a person dies,
Sit down.
when the eye is open,
Excuse me.
you should not close the eyes for a day. because the spirit go out from the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Now that sounds biblical. But so the eyes are the window to the soul. So that sounds, yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
they say when the body is alive,
Mm-hmm.
you wait less when you're dead. When the body go out from the body, the soul
Mm-hmm.
won't go out from the body. You wait more.
I've heard that.
And it's
I've heard
fact.
that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a fact.
That is a fact. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you lose an ounce or ounce and a half of weight after death.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
That
That's
is
really
true.
a neat factoid.
Mhm.
I like that factoid.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a cool factoid. Bacon, the new protest. Oh, bacon.
Hey, Laura.
I think I'll do that,
Yeah.
Ginger. That sounds
Stop
good.
sending us your smoke. Okay, keep your smoke down there, forest fire smoke down there in Oregon where it belongs.
Put up a wall.
But you
Smoke wall.
complaining about you
I've
smoke
actually
every day.
Because everything's burning. You say that the whole West
Yeah.
Coast is on
I know.
fire.
It's all
I
on
kid.
fire.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
okay. It was a joke.
I heard you have your own smoke, though, right? Don't you have your own smoke?
There were a couple small forest fires in eastern Washington, but they're contained, and
Yeah.
we recently had 2 days of some light rain, so
Right.
it doesn't spread fast.
Oh, we haven't.
Bob's from the future, so there's so much smoke there that he has to smoke to keep his lungs like.
Yeah.
You
Remember
just
that.
But BC
remember.
has smoke too.
Mhm.
It's all everywhere.
I am for the future. I'm there ahead.
You
You
are.
are. That's right. USC in Israel.
So
You're
what's
ahead.
happening today?
Fishes.
Yeah, what's happening? What are the lotto numbers for the globe?
Yeah, it was the same last summer. Canada had. I mean, people get so shocked, and the news makes a big story, and it's like the governor of Washington State. He's a genius. He says the forest fires are because of climate change.
Oh, I know they're trying.
It's climate change. And it's like it's summertime. It happens every year.
It's fire season.
And the news. He was on
You're just
MSNBC, and it's summertime. It gets hot. It gets dry.
It's getting wild over there in Israel.
Sounds like a Turkish marching band or something. You know?
Yossi, what are you making us, Yossi?
I'm lazy today.
Yossi saw bacon and he got jealous, so he's gonna. What are you? Oh, what are those?
I'm lazy.
Is that like the spinach pies?
But it's smaller and it's only cheese.
It's cheese. It's like a.
Yeah.
Is it like a sweet one or a salty?
No, celery. Yes.
Salty. Okay. Yossi does so good. I would never be able to get on.
Cute. That was Yossi.
Yeah. Will you
Those
fry
are good,
them up or
Yossi.
bake? Yeah, they do. They have cream cheese in them. I'm all for that. Mm-hmm.
They do.
Then you dip them in some jelly. I would so be in heaven.
Cream cheese and jelly.
Mm-hmm.
I did jelly. I did.
That's my weakness. That's my weakness. Right.
Cream cheese is good with everything. I like cream cheese with.
I did.
Apple jelly.
Oh yeah, that's good
No,
too. Courtney just made some. Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes.
That would be good.
Cherry tomato jam.
Come on.
Oh, that would be really good.
I make ground cherry jam.
I've never had a ground cherry.
They're really
Ever.
good. It's really good.
Are they like any other cherries, Court? Like that? Are
No,
they like a
it tastes like a very, very. It's hard to explain. The jam tastes more like a marmalade.
Okay.
But the
Are they
ground
sour?
cherries. No, not
Okay.
sour at all. They're very sweet. It tastes like a very, 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 very sweet. I don't want to say tomato because I don't like tomatoes, and I like them.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it.
So
for
it's
myself.
not really a tomato. It's like it's hard to explain.
You know
it's
what
very
I-
sweet. It's
Okay.
really good.
What I most like about cherry tomato jam
Mm-hmm.
that you not to have to put many sugar.
Oh, you have
Not
to put
so
lots of
many.
sugar in all jam.
Yeah, that's
No,
what.
and cherry tomatoes, you can do the sweet kind, very sweet.
Yeah.
And not to, need to put sugar at all.
Oh, how do you do
Not no water, no sugar.
No water, no sugar. So you just let it all cook down together?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very sweet. It's very good.
Welcome back, Thorhaven. You can come up if
you
you
know,
want.
The development of the first cherry tomatoes is what in Israel.
Hey, Aquarius.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's where they came from originally?
Yeah, the first one developed in Israel.
I grew up, Homestead Aquarius. I grew up watching Steven Seagal. Like, you know, what was that one with the boat?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Oh gosh, and it had the hot actress from Baywatch. What was her name? Oh God.
Oh, barbed wire. Or
it wasn't barbed wire. It was
Pamela
the other
Anderson. Pamela Anderson, is that?
Oh, I can't think of it right now. It was really popular when I was younger. Really, really popular.
I liked back then before we knew he was
Under Siege. Thank you, Homestead Aquarius.
That's it. Before we knew he was a wife beater, I used to like Van Damme only because he was a real.
I follow Van Damme on Facebook. He's weird.
He's whacked. He's really whacked.
He's all about exercising, but it's weird. It's not like
he's whacked.
Yeah.
There's something not right with that man. And that,
in the last years, it's very strange person.
Yeah, but I mean, my favorite, of course, is Chuck Norris. And,
Chuck Norris is like a legend.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan.
There was Chuck Norris, and then there's Uncle Al.
I like Jackie Chan because he seems so genuine.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? Yeah. He seems like he's such a cool dude.
Yeah,
and he adds humor into his martial arts. That's what I really like about him. His facial expressions.
You have to be so smart
there though now
to do that.
He is. He is.
I mean,
He's
you would
self-taught.
have to be to like memorize all that and like act it out, and like you just have to be so smart
in a second language.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
in
right.
a
That's
second
what I
language.
meant. Yeah. He learned it himself. Yeah, and he
they
came
were
up
also the doorway for the CCP to get into.
You guys want to see something cute?
Acting stuff.
This is Jonah's best friend, Astro.
Aww.
Hi, buddy.
It's hard to see. It looked like a blanket at first.
That's what I thought.
Is that
it was a pillow?
Just a regular dog, or did you guys get your hands on a therapy dog for him?
He was just a regular dog, and he's become a therapy dog.
Like emotional
that pressure on him.
Oh yeah,
laying on him really calms him down.
That's what I'd love. Malachi to have.
Yeah, that was her name, Erica Elenek, or whatever her name was. She jumped out of the cake. Yeah. And Under Siege. Remember, it was a big deal back then because she quit Baywatch to be in Under Siege. And really, to be honest, that was like the only film she ever did after her career never took off after that.
I tried to watch. Well, I really have not watched much TV in my whole life, but I tried to watch that Baywatch, and it's like,
I watched every single episode recently.
People sit here for an hour or so and watch.
I watched it with my son. My son likes blonde chicks, so I just let him watch it.
I get
and then it's so funny because I think he was humming the Baywatch, And then, you know what's even more funny is I watched the Hawaii series with I didn't know this, but Jason Momoa is in the Hawaiian series when he was really young. He's like 22 or something in it. And I watched that, and I was like, "Oh, this is like I don't know." It was just a classic. Flashbacks.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'll do.
I mean, I liked looking at the women on that Baywatch, but it was like the storylines was like
they were bad.
They had Bigfoot trapped on the beach. Like, come on, that's just like, okay, you guys jumped the shark. You guys jumped the shark. I mean, I don't know.
It was still great though, and I still liked Hasselhoff singing the intro.
Yeah.
He's very well liked in Europe.
Yeah, you never hassle the Hoff though. Never.
No. I think he ended up being a big drunk too, or something. Just like
Is
Yeah.
He had lots of hits in Germany. Okay.
Yes,
His music
that's
was
it.
banging then. Okay.
Yes. It's probably because there's like a language
Yeah.
They didn't know what they were listening to.
Exactly. Like, oh, American stars sing.
Yeah, it's a big hit in a disco full of people who are drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the third day of Oktoberfest, it's a big
Yes.
hit.
The beer.
Well, they just
Yeah.
correct him because he can drink them under the table.
That's probably it. That's why they accepted him. Like, oh, he can drink beer. Look at him.
Yeah.
More than grandmother.
I have a busy week.
Hey, Teresa, thanks for coming in.
You do? Yossi, what's up with your week?
Had Sunday, Monday, my mother was in the hospital,
Oh,
and
no.
then they released her, and yesterday he come back again to the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Rosie.
Hey, Teresa.
And
But is she
now
okay? Like, what's her prognosis? Does it look good?
she has a very high fever.
What was that? You cut up in
I'm
my
sorry, you
side.
got all digital there for
Yeah,
a second. What did you say?
She have very high fever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So they're trying to figure out what it is that's causing it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll definitely.
She was in the hospital. The fever was lower. She was okay. They released her. My mother is in the nursing home because she had to be in the wheelchair. She had epileptic and no Alzheimer and
Oh, I'm sorry. hon.
everything. Parkinson.
Yeah, that's real hard.
And we cannot keep her at home because she needs a 24/7 care.
Yeah. She needs to be watched all the time and cared for.
Yeah.
Everybody prayers out for Yossi's mom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you.
Hey,
Thank you.
if you also talk to Viper, give him my regards. I hope he gets the place because
Yeah, he texted me earlier. He's so
Yeah.
nervous. He's so nervous today.
no.
So
Yeah.
And,
Well, that's why-
yesterday. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Go
Yesterday
ahead.
I was in the orthopedic, and he want to do all my CT scans again, from my neck, my lower back, and my left ankle.
Elbow?
No, in the leg, ankle.
Ankle.
Oh, yes.
He just
So,
wants to be on the
I
show.
Yeah.
He does.
I need to do that all over again, and I don't have an appointment yet. So I don't know, maybe 2 months, maybe 3, I don't know when. That's before the maybe surgery in my my hand. They don't know if they want to do that or not.
Oh.
But regardless, for my knowledge, for my understanding, I can not go back to work as a chef, as a cook,
Oh no. What?
because I can no longer do a 12, 14 hours a shift in standing all day.
Because
It's
of his
very
ankle
difficult.
and stuff. Yeah.
Be right back. I have to do just a mom check to make sure he's
My
not eating
hand,
anything.
my
To make sure he's
ankle,
not
my
feeding the
back.
couch chocolate milk.
Exactly.
She's really going poop.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh,
That's
Laura.
right. She is. She's going
She
poop.
is.
Yeah, she's going.
Welcome to the club.
Mhm. The poop troop.
The poop troop.
Mhm.
So I was contemplating what I gonna do next, my new chapter, and maybe I going to study for my degree, and I trying to research and do that because I have maybe the possibility to do 30 plus because I'm 35, and I wish, I hope that I can fulfill my dream and become a veterinarian. Veterinarian.
Oh, veterinarian. That's
Yeah.
so awesome, Yosi. Well, we'll support you
So-
in any way that we can. Well, I mean, we can't support you with money, but we can support you
Yeah.
emotionally, and
Yeah.
we will be there for you 100%.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, my husband already saw the visa and he's trying to figure out those charges for supporting my friends on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about that. What is that? Oh my gosh, whose is that?
It's your husband.
Is that an Amber Alert? Is that an Amber?
Gosh, that was
Visa alert.
okay. What is it? Fires?
Oh, that's-
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert. Laura's on Amber
Sorry,
Alert.
guys.
It's Amber.
Mhm, mhm.
That's okay.
Bob knows
That
this
actually
tone.
came at the perfect timing. It's like your husband warning you, like.
That's right. I'm
No more.
watching. I'm watching you, Carol. I'm watching you.
God's giving me a slap on my wrist. That's what it is. Behave yourself. But no.
Oh, did you guys see that video I made about the neighbor and all? You know.
I haven't
quote-
seen it, but I saw the
saw that.
title.
Okay.
Yet this morning, I
Yeah,
haven't.
my neighbor. Okay, but I finally talked to him after about a year. I talked to his wife 3 or 4 times or more, and yeah, it's an Amber Alert.
Be right back.
But when I finally talked to the neighbor guy, it's a little dicey situation because we both watched the area to an extent. Now here's where I have to walk a tightrope because I guard me and mine.
Yeah.
He and his, they sit in their garage, him and his buddy, with the garage door open and tools in front of the garage door for the junkies to come and grab them so they can beat the shit out of them. You know, so they can beat the daylights out of them. Do you understand? That's
It's understand.
so they can beat the daylights out of them, and that's and I get all this advice on that video. I had a lot of views on it, and that's scary.
Wait. He uses. I missed that part because my mind.
Okay.
I don't know where it went. They use a family member like bait. Like what?
No. Okay. You know the problems we have with
Yes.
junkies here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The other day, a guy walked by here and he's staring at me, and he's carrying an aluminum baseball bat on his side. And he makes eye- Okay.
Okay.
So I finally went out and talked to the neighbor guy the other night, warned him. I said,
Weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah. And he started opening up and talking to me about what he's basically a vigilante.
Oh, good. That's okay. Better to have that than the other ones across the street that want to label you.
Yeah.
And put signs
Yeah.
on you.
True. But I get a lot of advice from these people on YouTube. You need to be a better neighbor and talk to your neighbors. Well, that guy who is a vigilante is good,
Yeah.
but it's
you
also
don't talk
not
to them.
good.
Yeah. It could turn
It's
against
also
you.
because this guy can become violent like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like what
I need to
A
get the
vid-
heck out of there. Get your kids
yeah,
out of that place.
we will. Well, the kids are already grown up and stuff, but we will.
Well, I didn't know if they were going to rent that place while you were gone or not. I wasn't sure if they were going to stay in that neighborhood or you guys are going to get a different place.
No. We're already okay. Here's our priorities: is we've got one niece in university overseas. That's our top priority right there. No matter what happens, get her a degree. Okay. Our second is we've almost got the house in the Philippines. Okay. A couple more pieces of paper, hand over the key. My wife's already budgeted in for the appliances to be delivered and all that. That's another priority.
Nice.
Then a house here is a lower priority, but it just all takes time. This is a rental house. I don't own this. We raised our kids in a rental house because kids are destructive, man.
Yeah.
And also, so that's all in priority. The number one is a medical degree, and then number two on sequence. So we will get out of here, and we'll probably remain here in Washington State. But anyone listening to me who might have a problem with fentanyl addiction in your area, which most of us in the West Coast do, we're looking for a place that has no soup kitchens in the area. None. You cannot have that in your residential area. Number two, no. It's not fentanyl. It's the one that's provided by the state to the junkies.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, have none of those in your area. Have no bike paths in your area. No walking paths, no bike paths, and no rivers in your area. If you can find a location like that, then that almost completely cuts out the addict stuff. What is
I don't have any of that.
You see, that's why you don't have the difficulties that we do.
Well, where I used to live in the hood. We had that.
Yeah.
We had bike paths. We had bus routes.
Yossi, can you mute your mic? Yossi, can you mute your mic?
There.
Oh,
I got
okay.
It. We're good.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and also I don't want any kind of a supermarket anywhere near the house because that brings them in for shoplifting.
Oh, okay.
And you understand what I'm talking about. Then you fully understand if you live.
Laura understands more than.
Yeah.
And I live in a nice area.
Yeah.
But it's everything from Portland has trickled down my way. So
yeah, it always does. The same with Seattle. Everything from downtown Seattle that used to be there has spread out.
Did it go off, honey?
Yeah.
It's got to get plugged in.
We have a lot of parks in my area, and so there's a bunch of tent condos.
I'm coming.
In our area.
Yeah.
And so all of that,
My son is looking at some property way out there. Now, that's the thing is that we're all going to share the same house, wife and I and the kids, until wife and I expat. And I don't want my missus driving for 2 hours to get to work, go to work for 12 hours, and drive 2 hours back home.
Yeah.
Granted, those places that are out there in the middle of nowhere are very safe, but we're still looking around a bit about where to live. So it's all in a sequence: education first, a retirement home next, and then a home here. So until that time, I just basically have to sit here with a revolver next to me. It's kind of it's a little frustrating because the comments I get from YouTubers just have never lived in a place like this, and they don't understand.
Yeah.
We're all renting, all of us. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of us.
They think they know everything.
Correct. And when you live in an area with thousands of people renting, it's not really a good idea to know your neighbors very much.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who they are. If you have an established home like you do, Corky, it's good. It's solid. You can know your neighbors because they might be second or third generation living there. But yeah. that's kind of the bitter side of YouTube. I like to converse with people and put out information and receive information and use it. But then there's also people out there who live in their own world who feel they must give me the correct advice. You know, you don't know my situation, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my gripe for the day.
No, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I lived in a city that had a really high murder rate, and
yeah,
you know, and stuff like that. And so I know where you're coming from. Like I lived in the city for 10 years before I moved here, and so you know, it's tough. I mean, we had a homeless guy next to us, like hiding in the bushes one night. Like I mean,
I see him I see him every day.
Yeah.
I see them every day. I walk right past them every day, and yeah, that's why my heart goes out to Viper. I really hope he can get out of LA. He and I get along really well because we have to live the same lifestyle. We live,
Right.
you know, he has to sit with a shotgun right next to him just like I do, and I really hope he gets it.
Yeah,
me too.
I didn't know it. I really, honestly, I didn't know. I know it's bad in LA, but I didn't know it was that bad until I started talking to him and stuff like that. It's not pretty there. That's for sure.
Yeah, you can learn so much just on YouTube just by typing in homeless in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Homeless in Seattle, Tacoma. You know, and you can learn it's all right there at your fingertips.
It's all over the internet about P-Town.
Yeah. Which
town?
P-Town.
Portland?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
We call it P-Town here.
Yeah, we call Tacoma T-Town. You know.
P-Town for another reason too, from all the homeless. Beep 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 beep.
Mm-hmm.
They were dealing with that too. Weren't they just cleaning up their water? And they said and then right after they spent all that money cleaning up the water, they had the tent cities getting nearby where I guess the storm drains or whatever it was, where it can get right back in, or the waste can get right back in. That's so disgusting. That grosses me out. We had actually a homeless colony out near a really expensive development because there was a grocery store, like Bob said. And there was just a lot of brush that they hadn't gotten into, like Florida brush.
Yeah.
And they were hidden. And really the cops, of course, found them and asked them to kind of move along. But it took a lot to get in there because it was so well hidden. Like it was really
I get you.
You know, and it was right across
about
development. Go ahead.
Some weird people in Florida. I have a friend he was living in Ohio, and he moved to Florida. He has an Ohio house and a Florida house. He moved to Aldo Creek, if you heard about it.
Coconut Creek? Where?
Aldo Creek.
I don't know.
Aldo Creek.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's 15 minutes from the Gulf.
Okay, it's the other side. I'm on the east side of Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's a student unit buyer. About I cannot speak. About the unit, when the people cannot pay the unit, he go and buy them.
Okay, so he's like the storage unit.
Yeah.
Buyer.
Oh, he buys property and then he resells it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, like Storage Wars.
Now, he bought a unit in Ohio because he got the code and he was in Ohio. He bought the unit and the whole unit from top to bottom, 10 by 10, with wax, big wax, small wax. The whole unit was wax.
It was just rocks.
Rocks?
No way.
Just wax.
Rocks.
That's crazy. Did he at least break them open to make sure none of them were like geodes that this guy was?
No. See, the owner of the facility, of the storage facility, told them that the owner of the unit was a little bit out of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
I would
And
say
he took
so.
the rock from all over the facility.
Wow.
Big rocks, small rocks.
That's
He
crazy.
was coming with a bicycle with a little basket in the behind with big rocks and stored in the unit.
Wow. I wonder what his plans were. Like, was
I
he gonna
wonder.
build a
I
rock
wonder if
house?
he was just like mad at the storage unit place and wanted to be a pain in the butt. You know,
That could be.
he was
Yeah,
like,
No,
right?
I don't
I'm
think so
gonna
because
really get him. You know.
Yeah. Like paying
and
in
that's
car
what
your garbage
happened.
off in pennies.
Not only that he filled the unit with rock, it leave a small pocket, and in the pocket he lived in it
Oh
He
my
lived in it?
like a
God.
cave, like a
He made
cage.
himself a cave. Yeah, he made a cave for himself. That's wild.
It's his doomsday shelter.
That's wild as heck.
And when he ran out of space in the unit, there was a tree in the facility. There was he put rocks all over the tree, like all around.
Wow.
That was something.
Yeah.
Somebody's losing their mind.
But he has a video about it.
Mhm.
The
Say
channel
using
called
all those
What the
stuff.
Hell. The name of my friend is called Jeremy Hells,
Mhm.
and the channel called What the Hells.
That's a great
That's
name.
good.
Yeah. That's crazy, Yossi. Oh my God. I thought you were about to tell me a story about Florida because we've got plenty of them down here.
Yeah. Mhm.
I sure he have because Alder Creek when he moved out,
Mm-hmm.
the two neighbors he got 70 acres there.
Oh wow.
The
Nice.
two neighbors, one of them, he was a daughter of the owner property.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
during the sold the property, there was 7 kids, and sold the property and won the money, all about money,
Mhm.
and that wasn't stupid. But they don't want to do the survey for
Oh, the
do
survey. Uh-huh.
yeah. And when they bought the place, he did the survey. And then he knew that the daughter lived there, and he's
Oh.
one of the neighbor.
Oh.
And he have another neighbor. And one day, because they told the neighbor that he was trespassing,
Mm-hmm.
so the neighbor carved out a cactus.
Wait, carved out a cactus? Is that what you just did?
Yeah,
It looked like a middle finger.
he was yeah. He carved out a telephone post like a middle finger.
No way. Now that
I
sounds
love
like
it.
That sounds like Florida.
And
Whoa.
my friend, take it out and turn it around
The face.
for
him.
him, to face him.
Oh my gosh. So these people are totally trespassing now that he has a survey, he knows it. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. They didn't want him to do the survey because they knew they were
And now,
trespassing.
because it's Other Creek, he called it Other Creek, like other.
Like outer limits,
Like out there, man.
out there.
I like that. A 40-foot tall middle
I know.
finger.
Yeah.
It's like if my age
And
screws me
listen
over,
to
I'm
this.
putting in a cactus. That's it.
Listen to this. When my friend turned it around, the other neighbor that they put it in the first place put a face to not see it.
Oh, funny.
I
Oh,
like
God.
that. I just that's the kind of quirky, weird stuff that triggers me. I just start laughing.
That's hilarious. I wouldn't even think to do that. You could totally carve bushes that way here because we used to have all those ficus bushes everywhere for
Yeah.
hedges. You should just be like, like if you're being hired and you don't like the people you're hired for.
Yeah, that'd last forever too. For a while until it grows out.
When the neighbor cut the cactus in the first place, he didn't do a very good job. But my friend do it better. It looked like a finger.
Yeah.
It looked like a full hand with finger.
Yeah, I could probably
And then
do
it turned
a
it out.
carving like that, but I don't think my husband would appreciate that. Me in the back making middle fingers for people for their homes.
And
Carol.
And when the friend from Ohio,
be like,
when the friend from Ohio come to the farm, then they take a picture with the finger like in the nose.
Just think, really bad middle finger artwork could be turned into something else.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
where's all this woman?
Like those little, you got to do those like mini trees. What are those called?
Yeah, the middle finger
Bonsai.
topiaries.
Bonsai trees.
Or
Bonsai.
bonsais, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like alongside your garage too, middle finger topiary.
Yeah.
That would be great, especially for people who like get HOA fines. I can just see that. Do you need middle finger topiary to tell off your HOA? Well, look no further. We'll also
sell it
put
at the
zoo
Saturday
poo in
market
it.
where half the people are stoned.
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised it hasn't become a thing. Like tushes or something and middle finger topiaries.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right? Yeah, my husband wouldn't be like, okay, we need to get you somewhere. Get you some medication.
First the charges on the card, and now this.
And now this. Carol's losing it.
Penny, you're going to rehab.
Your day drinking needs to stop, dear.
You need a vacation. You need a vacation.
Yes. They always call it that. You just a break. We need to give you a break, a little vacation. In a hospital locked on the third floor.
If your husband want to send you for a vacation, go to Corky.
Yeah,
And that's
I'll
it.
go to Courtney's while I'm nuts, and I'll make middle finger topiaries for her to put
You can
out
make
for
your
sale.
tent city in my backyard.
She will take care of you.
For the,
Go to
for the
Manila.
snow or for the winter coming. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, stop drinking. Oh, poor
Yeah,
Thor,
Michigan
he's
is-
drinking right now.
Lobotomy.
I hate them
right.
farm.
Oh
my husband,
goodness.
stop day drinking. Says Thorhaven. I don't think Thorhaven. Thorhaven.
Thorhaven.
I love you, Thorhaven. I don't think Thorhaven will ever stop drinking rum in the middle of the day.
He just said he was going to go sit in the pool and drink his beer because it's so hot.
Yeah. That sounds
Yeah, what
good.
that was, that it wasn't an Ambler alert, it was a heat index alert.
A heat
What
index?
did they
Oh.
say? We don't even get those. Like, just die, you Florida people. You can just go outside.
They're used to it. They're used to it. Yeah.
What
I
did they
just put
say?
up a mister for, like, I ordered off of Amazon when we had our last one, our last big heat, where I have it over my rabbits and my
Good idea.
and over my chickens and over
Yeah.
Thomas. Yeah.
They have those out at Disney and the parks. A lot of the misters during the summer for the guests
Yeah,
to visit.
Las Vegas has that on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
misters. I want to go back there. That was so much fun, man.
Freakmont Street.
Yeah.
Freaky Fremont, man. That was fun.
I think as a woman, it's not as appealing.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. Is there a lot of window dancing or something like
No,
Amsterdam?
as like all these ladies in yoga pants and alcohol. I'm a fat old man with a big old glass of beer dancing in the middle of Fremont Street. I had a blast, you know.
Bye, Homestead Aquarius. We love you.
They sell a lot of weed there, and Mrs. got that smell. And once she and I were sitting outside, and I'm drinking a beer or whatever, we just got done with dinner, and this big blast of weed came right across her face. She's like, "Oh, oh, I'm going back up in the room. I can't take this. She didn't grow up with that stuff. It's very foreign to her, and it burned her eyes. And you know,
I got married just a street off of Fremont Street.
Oh, did you?
My husband, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you two wild ones.
Yes, we were wild. Crazy.
Like what was it? On Friends when Ross and and, what was it? And Jennifer and Ross and Rachel ended up getting married, and they were like writing mustaches on each other because they were so like drunk. Stuff. They're like, what? We did what?
I was in the Air Force. I was stationed there for a couple of years. Boy, did I have some good times.
Oh yeah.
Sure you did.
In that age,
daytime show. It's a daytime show, Bob.
Mm-hmm. I know. No, I'm not going to carry on with it, but I had some good times, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Thorhaven said, that's cool, Hedgehog. He said his second marriage was at the Little White Chapel in Vegas.
I've heard of that.
I was married at the Little White Chapel in Vegas.
Oh.
And this is my second marriage, too. So we just didn't want to make a big to-do about it. It was more about the commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on my second marriage. Yeah. I can't be happier. I love my missus.
I thought about going to Las Vegas and renewing our vows, like at the they have like a Camelot thing and dressing up.
Oh, that would be
you can do that and renew your vows, you know?
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun. You can dress like medieval times.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to do
that. Is it like medieval times that they have in like Orlando?
I don't know. It's like a hotel. I forget what it's called. It's not Excalibur. Yeah, it's Excalibur. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can go and you can dress up and like, you know. I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't find enjoyable though in Las Vegas is drinking.
You didn't?
I didn't find that enjoyable because it was so freaking hot. I was like afraid that if I drank too much that I was gonna like die of heat stroke. So I never drank that much, you know. I did get one of those drinks that was like
the yard longs.
Yeah, it was a strawberry daiquiri. It was the best thing I ever had. So good. And then when you sit down at the machine, I would always hit because they give you free alcohol when you sit and play at a machine. So I'd always hit the button and get a free pina colada. Even though there weren't much alcohol in those pina coladas, they would like fill them with whipped cream and put a bunch of cherries on top. I was like, oh.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah. And I'd get it for free. I was like, ding. Ding, ding. It was so good. It was
I'm not a gambler, so my husband would gamble, but I like the shows. So I drag him to the shows and he dragged me to the table.
I like the yoga pants.
That's funny.
I guess
I'm never
I was kind of turned
again.
off.
Bob's looking to them.
Because there was this lady sitting in a wheelchair and in a bikini on the bottom, and she was a big girl, and she had just pasties on the top, and I'm like,
oh, that's hot.
I'm like,
leaves nothing to mysteriousness.
No,
I guess it was just hot for her in that wheelchair. That's all. The wheelchair adds that extra heat.
It's the weather, you know. It's the weather. It's hot.
She just kept stripping off stuff.
I don't know.
I love that quirky stuff. I love it.
Oh, you're a twisted soul, Bob.
I am.
Yeah.
But I'm a relatively friendly, twisted soul.
Yes, you are.
You're an honest man.
That's why we love you, Bob.
Yep. You teach us about things that we'll never see or get involved with. And you do it all smiling.
I'd probably party with her. You know, hey, come on, let me buy you a beer.
That's probably what happened when too many people bought her beers. She's like, oh, I don't need this article of clothing anymore. This one either.
Right.
Then probably some of the Vegas showgirls were like, oh, honey, here's some pasties. Do you want a drink?
Here, these will keep you out of jail. Put those on. Okay, you're solid. You know.
You're good.
And my daughter lives in LA, and she's like, let's go to Vegas. Let's meet in Vegas. You can bring Jonah. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay for one
you know,
time, but we don't. Yeah. Don't
yeah,
live there.
living there for a couple of years. Mrs. and I went down there in the springtime because
Mhm.
she just don't go to Las Vegas in the summer. It's trust me,
Oh,
it's
it's a
Yeah, when
over.
I went, it was like
Oh,
August, and it was just hot.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
August is
oh,
really bad
honey,
here
no,
too.
no,
It's
no,
worse.
no. Like I think I mentioned before that I worked on F-16s there, and
Mhm.
to pull the airplanes into a hangar for maintenance and repairs, we'd have to turn a fire hose on the aircraft and cool the
Cool them
structure
down.
down
Yeah.
so we could touch it. Yeah, because I saw a guy, a crew chief, he fried an egg on the wing of an F-16.
Wow.
You know, it
Wow.
was like
Yeah.
that's why I say
Yeah.
don't go there during the summer, and if you
Yeah.
do, have about this much alcohol and about that much water.
Yeah.
We went, my mom flew me out there for my 21st birthday. My
Oh,
mom loves to gamble, okay?
right on.
So we flew out there for my 21st birthday, and I wanted to see as much as I could because I didn't know when the next time I'd get out there. So
Yeah.
we took a bus trip to the desert to see the Grand Canyon and stuff.
Oh.
And
Mhm.
you know who Flip Wilson is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, his stand-in was our bus driver.
Okay.
And the whole time I'm hearing Flip Wilson like, hey, hey, like I'm hearing that the entire time, the
Oh,
entire
funny.
bus driver. And this is funny because he was the bus driver and he's like, yeah, he's like, I used to be a stand-in. He's like, I know the guy really well, you know, all this stuff. And he's like talking, but the entire time it's like 6 a.m. and all I'm hearing on the loudspeaker is, hey, hey, you know, and we're going through the desert and it's like really rocky, okay, like to get to the Grand Canyon areas. And I'm like on this tour bus going like this at 6 a.m. and this guy going, hey, hey. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. But it was like the time of my life. I got to see the coolest things, and I got to see the Grand Canyon and all that kind of stuff. I really, really like to see nature and stuff like that, not just the city, you know.
Yeah.
John is moving my chair.
That's why when Mrs. and I went to Las Vegas, I know the city, and we did not go to Uptown where all the Caesar's Palace, and a mile and a half later is another casino, and 800 yards later. I said, no, baby, we're going to stay right on Freaky Fremont. Dozens of restaurants. You only have to take a short walk to go to another restaurant, and that's why it's like, because a lot of people make that mistake and they go way down the strip, and you got to take a bus or walk for 40 minutes, and then it's like, and then they go in the summertime. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But that's true too. When you go, like I went to Steamboat Springs with drinking, and when you're at an altitude and you're used to like no altitude at all.
Wow.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awful.
I had a great time though. It was perfect, you know, because you know the Mrs. she works a lot, so most of her time she'd rack out. She'd just rack out, and I'd be on my own, you know, a little friggin' savage with money in his pocket, running the streets alone. Yeah, that's perfect. You know?
With money in his pockets. Yeah, that sounds about like Bob, our friend Bob.
Send her a text, hun, I'm hungry, you know, and then we'd meet in the hotel and select where we wanted to eat and enjoy some good food. And it was great. I really enjoyed it.
What you doing, dude? Hanging? You chilling?
Oh, good job, Jenna.
What's up?
I see you.
So cool. You're so cool, dude.
Yep. Like, Mom, I don't even know what to say to respond to that. I am cool.
You are. You're so cool.
Glad everybody knows it.
Yeah. So, some of the funnest times I had on Fremont Street was the black ladies. You know, a lot of black people are very open. You know, and I'd look at some of them and go, you are gorgeous, and take their picture, man. These ladies, where are you from, honey? Oh, man, I had such a good time. Just talk and walk around and talk for a little bit.
For being such a secretive person, Bob, you are such a people person.
I am I'm secretive online, but out in there, out in public, you know. Yeah, I'm not shy, as you've noticed. Yeah.
Like my husband, he's not shy at all. But he's very secretive. He's not so sure about me being on
He's
like,
YouTube.
You said too much about where we live.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
In this day and age, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him that you're flying over it.
Yeah.
You're giving him a map, babe. Yeah, kind of, but not really. I don't know. Maybe he is Gardner Josh. He just said the black ladies were enjoyable, so maybe that's what he meant.
What? Meant what?
Look at Gardner Josh's.
No. They're not strippers. They're just people on vacation, just like us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just. I like extroverted people. You know, I do.
Yeah, I was friends with the girls basketball team when I was in college, and they because it was up near Philly, and they had my back, and they were so enjoyable like that and hilarious. And I agree, you really, all different types of people, you never know what you're going to get, but those girls, there was one girl, I was dating this guy and found out that he had a girl at home. So I got on the phone with her. I was like, hey, I'm his college girl. I'm here at college with him. Are you dating him?
Naughty.
You're welcome. And then she was like, I'm going to come up there and beat your bleep. And I went to my girlfriends on the basketball team. She's like, that's our letter. We'll just go gather up some people from South Philly and she can try. And I was like, thank you.
What I really liked about especially the black ladies was the time and the money and the effort of what they're wearing. Like their wigs were all woven in with these beautiful colors and beads, and their clothes were.
Well, if they're braided, they sit for hours. If they have braids, they sit for hours to get it done.
That stuff is so expensive too.
It is.
That's what I'd compliment them. You know, and your shirt is beautiful because they would be tailored and laced and whatever else, and their hair is all done. I say, you look fantastic. You know,
Justin just came up with a new personality type for you, Bob.
No, I am an extrovert.
I could just see you. I could just see you with your glasses on. You're going like this.
Extra pervert.
Watching it down the street, like.
Shake it.
I like that, Dustin. That's awesome.
That is. We're gonna have to put that on the Myers-Briggs now. We're gonna have to.
We have to make a shirt just for Bob.
Yeah, extra pervert.
Do we have our own poop dictionary? We need to add that in there.
Add that in the Pooper Trooper dictionary.
Yeah, Pooper Trooper dictionary.
I'll wear that title with pride. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
And your wife will burn your shirt. She'll be like,
live that, Bob."
No. I'm not taking this down to the hometown. No, sir. Stays in America.
Yeah. My missus is not. She's not one of the jealous type. She just no. She doesn't. It's normal to her.
She accepts
as I am. She does not. She doesn't try to change me. You know.
Speaking of Pooptionary, we're gonna do our version of Pooptionary. When is it? Hold on, I have to have a calendar. I can never remember dates.
Oh, is that like taffy?
So the 29th, we're going to be doing Pooptionary. On Monday the 30th, it's Media Monday, but we're going to have Mama Bear prepping. On the 1st of September, we're doing my Wide Family Farm second annual seed swap. And then Friday is the Blue Ribbon Canners with Tammy. We're going to have our own canning show. And Tammy is a rebel canner, and she's been canning for years. Yeah. And we're going to have that show live on Fridays at noon. I got to wrap this up, guys, but I really love each and every one of you. Thank you all who have donated to Wide Family Farm. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thorhaven, as always. May the gods bless you. I love you. I love you, Thorhaven. And
Domino
Yosi,
dominatrix.
Yosi, we love you, Yosi. Thank you for joining us and hanging out with
Yeah.
us. We appreciate your
mom in our
intel.
prayers.
So we love you.
And
Oh,
don't
but I
forget,
have one last. While we have Yossi on the line, I have one last question for him. If you are a friend of a family member sitting Shiva, get out of here with that. If you're a friend, you bring something sweet, right, to the family if they're sitting Shiva.
It depends.
It depends.
And
Okay.
in Israel, in the Jewish, you have two types.
Two types of Shiva. Okay.
Like
Ninja.
people who was from Europe and people from like
Sorry, I thought this was like
Morocco and type like this. And you have like the people like Russian and
okay. Depends on their heritage where they. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because
In
my one
the
neighbor.
Moroccan side, you do salty.
Salty. Okay. So one wants salty and one wants sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'll leave you with this one last thought before I sign off. When I get really old and really sick, this to make a controversy in the family. I'll be over in Thailand somewhere. This is how I'm going to die. It's like the money's on the dresser, honey.
Or is it honeys, Bob? Honeys, the money's on the dresser.
I like the way you think. I like the way you think.
Honeys, yeah. And then he'll just hear foot pap from his wife from the sticks.
Next episode,
With a machete.
plural marriage.
Sorry, Court.
It's all good.
I forgot to ask him that.
We're picking up our nephew today.
Wait, she's got to go. She's got to pick up her nephew, she said. So.
Yeah, we're picking up our nephew for the weekend. He's going to be staying with us all weekend. So.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah. But I love you guys. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you Sunday night with Clifford.
Peace out, you guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everybody in the chat.